done this a lot privately and just talking to people, so I'm gonna do it here. A lot of
Yes,
people
sir.
don't realize the George Floyd bill didn't pass because of what you just said, because of qualified immunity. And it passed unanimously out of the House when the Democrats had the House. All Democrats voted for it, not a single Republican vote, but it passed through the House. And so when it got to the Senate, they were trying to get Tim Scott to get the Republicans to sign off on it, right? One of the things it was requiring, along with qualified immunity, which was the big no-go, as they said, for the Republicans to sign off on it. Again, if you're following the law, because I'm not anti-law enforcement, you have to almost
Right.
specify that. I'm for any of them that uphold the badge under the law.
Right.
I've got no problem with them. I have a problem with those who don't. It's as simple as that.
Hmm.
Because we need law enforcement. I got family, I got friends, I got fraternity brothers that have all been in law enforcement. My issue is not law enforcement. It's those who don't uphold the badge that they swore to protect. That's my
Exactly.
issue. It's as simple as that. So you
Exactly.
had people that didn't want to vote for the bill because of qualified immunity. And it would have required things like for those officers that have been in trouble at different precincts before, who've been in trouble for numerous things, right? They just bounce from one to the other, to the other, to the other. There's no accountability for things they've already had a record for that were either illegal or just wrong, disciplinary. That would have been required out of that. But that bill did not pass. It died in the Senate because it
Mm.
didn't get enough votes in the Senate to pass. And I went back and looked and I saw, did President Biden do anything with his executive powers? And the answer is yes, he did. He did adopt some of it by executive power, but where they were requiring on the local level to not only provide that information publicly about those officers who had been in trouble state by state, you can't enforce the state to do it if they're gonna comply. There's also always you can do a federal law, which the states have to comply with, but you can't
Right.
force a state to do something like that unless it got passed, right? Unless it got
Right.
passed by Congress. So they were going to be required to have vests, cameras on their vests. But qualified immunity was the biggest issue why it never passed. And so now when I hear people run their mouth about, well, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, the Democrats. Well, right now you got a Republican-controlled House and Senate. They could easily pass it, but I'm telling you, they're not. They're not
I'm not going
interested in
to.
it. So it sits there, it's dead. The George Floyd bill is just sitting there. Same thing with the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Same thing. It passed out of Democratic House, no Republican support again, and it dies in the Senate. So if these bills really want to get passed, there's nothing stopping the Republicans from doing so right now. But it just goes to show you on their agenda, they have no interest in passing it. They have no interest in these things.